completely cut out, by the way. So they only used the scenes. I had so much real estate. I rang the bell twice. I had so many other things going on. And they only use the ones where I'm talking about Polly or Tyler or Hall. And I'm just like, of course, I didn't know it was going to look that way till after I saw it. And I was
Right.
pissed. I was so mad. And I'm like, well, favoritism. What can I say? That's showbiz, baby. There's nothing I can do about it.
No, you'll never win against production or a network. You might as well just throw
No.
your hands up and say, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Do you think there is a difference? Do you think, you're trying to kiss Tyler is the same as, Hall and Polly, or is it different just because, at that point he was completely married to Britney Snow and now these were different phases of his quote unquote divorce?
Um, Again, they blew that out of proportion with what happened between me and Tyler. And then over time, if you notice, it mutated into something so much bigger because Polly in season 2 tried to claim that I tried to him multiple times, which how does that come from me trying to kiss him to me trying to sleep with him? Like, she doesn't know, but before the whole Tyler thing, I mean, I didn't sleep with anyone for 3 years, like, and now I'm celibate. So for me to tell you this right now, like, that's how uneasy I am. Like, no one can just get with me. So to answer your question, whatever happened between me and Tyler, that was the same night where everyone was all over each other. Everyone was touching each other. Everyone had their tops off. And I was the only one in the jacuzzi that had my clothes on. And the next day, they even were making fun of me because I was the only one in the jacuzzi with clothes on. So my point is whatever happened in season 1 was so blown out of proportion. So absolutely, with everything going on in season 2, it was proof that, they're obviously doing way worse things than I am. And, it finally came to fruition. I knew that it was going to eventually be shown. Just look at the behaviors. Look at the behaviors in season 1. You don't see me flirting with anyone. You don't see me touching anyone. You don't see me doing anything. Same thing with season 2, because you won't see that with me because I'm not that type of person. And also I will say this. Go look up when Britney Snow filed for divorce and go rewatch the show and you guys can figure out the dates, the timelines.
Meaning what? Me, meaning she filed for. I mean, my mind goes. Hey, listen, not answering this makes me think. I don't know. I'm not sure what I
Well,
think.
well, yeah, I mean, it shows it's on the internet. She filed for divorce at the end of January when they got caught kissing, and pretty sure that's not the first time, was during a Christmas party.
Right, like she filed for
He was
divorce.
still, yeah, they were still married. They were still, I don't know the details in that. But based on the behavior and the things they've done in season 2 and season 1, you could just see that, I was the innocent one and they made it seem, and they doubled down so hard to try to slut shame me. And that is so far from the case.
Do you think Britney Snow filed for divorce specifically because of Alex Hall?
Um, I don't know her personally. I cannot say that, but there's so many things on the internet where yes, that was the case.
Wow. So
Yeah.
how does that make you feel when this comes out? And right, like you are quote unquote like slut shamed, with the edit and all of
Mm-hmm.
that. Like it sounds like, how do you kind of like did you know that before it came out? And how do you then deal with that when that came out? Like as a true professional, that's not you. It's just clearly not you,
Mm-hmm.
after being here today. But also this is your real job.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it was really hard for me to go through that and being called a husband effer and, all the things. I'm a single mom with a teenage boy. Like, obviously, I don't want to be known for that, especially when that's so far from the case. And people that know me, my closest friends and family, they know me and they know that's not the case. And so, it was difficult in a sense where like I feel like I disappointed people. But that was, this was filmed almost 2 years ago. So that was a while ago. Then I just got to a point where I was like, you know what? I know the truth, God knows the truth, and the truth always comes out. And so as long as I continue to be myself, grow and get better every single day, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I mean, I literally help people. I devote to helping people every single day, not just real estate. I mean, I'm writing a book, I speak on stages, I talk about my story. So I have so many other beautiful things. So I just stay focused on those and stay in my own lane and just don't let it come get to me and bother me because it's just so far from the truth.
You have to just block out the noise, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Did you, when the show came out, even though it was far from the truth, did you then ever hear from Britney Snow or feel like you deserved, I mean, like that she deserved an apology, or even if it wasn't true, did you ever feel like you should contact her directly and clear the air to the point of what you're saying here today?
Um, I think I've been asked that question before, and I think because, that's when you're involved in a marriage like that, it's like, especially with Britney Snow being a celebrity, like I respect her privacy, things like that. But if she was to reach out, I mean, of course, I would love to have that conversation. I'm such a girl's girl, like woman to woman. I'll tell you the truth. If you have questions, I'll tell you the truth, but that was never the case. And I didn't expect her to reach out or whatever.
And if she did what, you would tell her, hey, this is all not exactly how any of this
Oh,
went down.
I would tell her the truth because I know that I met her once in person. We were in a group. Tyler Hall, Polly, I think Brandi was there in LA. And apparently, I left early because I was feeling not feeling good, whatever. And so I found out later that, I guess Snow went up to Polly and Hall asking like, "Oh, can I trust Kayla?" or something like that. And they said absolutely not. When turns out Hall and Polly are the ones that you cannot trust. And so they got their side from her. I never got my side to her. So, and this is such old news too, so I don't know if this would ever be a thing, but if she was to call me today or DM me today, like I'd be like, "Yeah, girl, let's talk."
Wow. Yeah. Especially, it is old news. And especially since you got her news just from the other side. So
Yeah.
I would agree with that. Do you think Alex Hall, before we move on from Britney Snow, do you think Alex Hall owes Britney Snow an apology then? Because I mean, those pictures did surface everywhere. We saw them with our own
Yeah.
eyes,
Absolutely. Absolutely. 100%.
right?
Yeah.
Speaking of apologies, you made it very clear this season, now that you have found your voice and, you are speaking out. I mean, that you were owed an apology for this very situation. Like, did you ever get this apology from anyone in the office?
No. No, I have not. I didn't actually expect one. I was just trying to see if I could get one. I'm like, let
Yeah.
me just like poke a little bit and see what happens. But I never expected one. And I never will get one. I know that for a fact.
Did you